most people, when threatened with violence, will just panic and freeze. In this video, we're going to give you some practical advice to help you avoid freezing when you're in a potentially violent, threatening situation so that you can respond effectively and keep yourself safe. So to understand how to avoid freezing, we need to look at people who never freeze and try to understand what to learn from them. So let's look at our military, our police officers, our firefighters. Let's look at the people that run towards danger while everybody else is running the opposite way. They are ordinary people, just like you and me. So why do they not freeze when they're in danger? They don't freeze because A, they understand what they need to do, and B, they practice it over and over and over and over again until they feel confident enough to do it. Both of these things are equally important. If you watch a self-defense video, you may well understand what it is that you need to do in a given situation. But if you haven't practiced it, there's no way you're going to be able to pull it off under pressure. So first of all, in terms of understanding what to do, we all have a major advantage that most martial arts instructors will never tell you about, and I feel like it's really important. And that is that we do not have to do what we are told. In a karate class, for example, everyone is taught to fight the same way, following the same patterns. But the truth is, we're all unique, and that's a major advantage. We can choose how to fight based on what is best for us. So if you're a big, strong guy, your best way of fighting might be to throw a big one-punch fight ender. If you've got a massive head, your best response might be to headbutt someone. If you've got long nails, it might be to scram. If you're small, it might be to go for the groin or vulnerable areas. If you're a disgrace to fashion like Raul and you wear rings and all sorts of odd jewelry, it could be to use them.
In my case, I've been freezing all my life. Not even fight and flight, freezing to death. In a violent encounter, kissing a girl, asking a question in a classroom, I've been freezing all my life. But now it's way better, okay? And now I've developed some techniques that I want to share with you. More than techniques, I'm going to call them tricks. First of all, you need to understand the context. You need to read the person you are dealing with. For instance, in Spain, we touch each other a lot, and it could be, so touch each other is more acceptable. Not in North Europe, not in the UK, where touching is not that common. So in the UK, I'm going to do it, I'm going to just, okay, mate, come on, I'm gonna keep the distance, but I'm gonna find my perfect gap of fighting, defending, a strike, okay? Even though I don't know if I'm gonna be capable of striking anything, little by little, I'm already preparing myself for the violence, okay? Come on, mate, please, let's gonna talk about this, you know what I mean? So you are starting to put your brain to work. Putting your brain to work is a great thing to do to anti-freeze. But what about if violence is unavoidable? It's unavoidable, guys. Violence is coming. When I see people freezing to death, literally, to get knocked out to death, I think they are not capable of matching the power, of matching the striking skills of the attacker, and then it's game over for them. They are not even capable of running away. If he's starting to throw punches, my coping mechanism is closing the gap like a feral animal, like a zombie in Walking Dead. So it's like I'm going to go ballistic to his... So, even biting his nose, whatever. For me, behaving like a feral cat is more natural. It's more natural than punching. The survival instinct is going to overcome, or you're going to be a little bit stronger than your freezing. The girls do it a little bit more, and a little bit better. The ladies, they are like a trapped feral animal, or like a trap, when you trap a cat in a corner. So what I strongly recommend is close the gap. You have nails, you have tails, you have elbows, you have your head, you can grab, behave like a zombie, okay? Behave like you have nothing to lose in that moment, guys. But now we are going to do something a bit more skill that I've been training for years. I'm gonna call it, copy right here, painful decoy. Decoy because I'm hiding a powerful punch behind. But with that decoy, I'm trying to damage and to confuse my attacker. And if I freeze and I cannot throw that punch because I'm freezing, at least that decoy is going to give me some room of maneuver, okay, to escape, to ask for help. For instance, just doing that. Just touching. Ryan is coming, Ryan is really, and then in the balls, just touching, it's just, maybe, please, no, please, could be just, no, please, like crying to him and pam, and collapsing your head into his nose. Boom, that's gonna segregate adrenaline, either to run away or to whack him. I've been frozen to death to kiss a girl all my life. In that moment that you are, oh, she's giving you signals, is something clearly there, but okay, I'm gonna break all barriers and I'm gonna kiss her. Wow. Instead of going for the kiss, first of all, touch the girl. Okay, like trying to grab her hand. If I touch, like making a joke and then she touch me back, that give me more encouragement to go to the next step, which is kissing or hugging. Just to touch the hand of the girl is way easier. So now we apply that for violence. So whacking someone with a strike is overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and we are peaceful people in a peaceful society, I want to think, right? So doing this in the eyes is something in the middle. It's like grabbing the hand of the girl. So doing something like this, just touching is less overwhelming than a knockout punch.
Self-defense isn't all about knocking someone out. All you need to do is distract and stun someone long enough to be able to escape. So that's what to do, but now we come to the second equally most important part, which is how to do it. So how can we gain enough confidence in doing something that when it comes to needing to do it, we do it as naturally as breathing? We achieve that through practice, practice, practice. I would strongly suggest getting involved in reality-based or scenario-based training, because by doing so, you're regularly getting yourself into situations that simulate that adrenaline and simulate that freeze response. That's going to do two things. Firstly, it's going to desensitize you to that feeling of adrenaline and fear and violence. And it's also going to build a muscle memory, because if you train the same things over and over and over again, and then in reality you're exposed to something even remotely similar to the reality-based training that you were doing, it's going to give you that automatic response. So sometimes having too many options can be just as much of a problem as having none at all. Having too many options can lead to the same feeling of overwhelm and the same freeze response as someone that doesn't know anything. So what I would strongly suggest is pick the 3 best attack responses, and they could be attack responses that you get from our videos or from your own training or a different channel, whatever it might be. Choose the 3 that work the best for you and practice them over and over again. Confidence is built from doing the thing, learning and improving. If I go up to 10 girls in a bar and I leave with 0 numbers, I'm not going to feel particularly confident about my ability to talk to women. But if I learn the right things to say and I learn from my experiences and I go back and I speak to 10 more girls, I might get 3 numbers. And then I might go back and speak to 10 more girls and I might get 7 numbers. Now I can feel reasonably confident that when I'm exposed to a situation, when I'm talking to a girl, I'm going to be successful. It's the same with self-defense training. If you're regularly putting yourself into violent, reality-based situations and you're doing well out of it, you can be pretty confident that in real life, you're going to have similar success. If you've made it this far through the video, then you're obviously passionate about keeping yourself and your loved ones safe, so you should definitely check out this free street safety guide. It's a 5-minute read packed with personal safety tips to help you build your confidence, stay safe when you're out and about. There's a link in the video description.